Come on in. Cygnus, how you doing? Trying to pick up a little bit of the slack from T-Bird. He's on vacation for a while, so I figured I'd come up here and say hello to everybody. I just got home. A little late night. Wasn't too bad, but I did a mail call earlier. I got some stuff to show you. I got a nice little project coming up that I'm going to do. Liberty, what's up, brother? How you doing? Chew, hello. I appreciate you watching it, man. Yeah, I had a nice mail call from um, an FG Stacker. Sitting here and I'm like, I got the next 2 days off because I got some shit I got to do. But, T-Bird's on vacation. Everybody's looking for a place to go, a place to hang out. Why not come hang out here? Say howdy do to everybody. Hell, we did 3 hours last night. I got to get my hours up. I'm getting close to 5, so I got to get my hours up. I need a lot of them. Yeah, my live time is, I'm only like 650 hours, and I need like what 3,000. So I'm way down there on that scale. But I figure if I start doing lives, this gives me a good chance. We'll see who piles in here and see who says hello. Y'all make sure you hit the like button. So what kind of silver you're looking at? Singus. What you got? You're dealing with the rounds. You're dealing with bars. You're dealing with constitutional. What's your stack? What do you like to stack, brother? Yeah, I think it's going to be a great idea, man. I've been thinking about it for a while, and I called up FG and said, "Hey, I got this freaking idea I want to do." I said, "I think it's going to be an awesome pour. It's not going to be something that most people are going to buy, but I want it for my freaking desk. I want to do the restored, sitting in a freaking stone on my desk. I think it's gonna be awesome. And like I said, like I was saying in the videos, I mean, I got some cheap gemstones. I think I could drill these out, and put a stone in there. And I'm thinking a little bit more about it, because I'm gonna have this all highly polished silver. You're gonna see, like the end piece of it here. The stone is gonna all be, antique, so it's gonna look nice and dark. I'm gonna have the blade all highly polished, and then I'm thinking, I'm gonna do a little bit of antiquing. The top part here, I can antique it maybe with just like some blues and golds, and then where the straps are for the handle, maybe I can make that like a dark silver, a dark antique, like that. and leave the top nice, perfect, beautiful silver with a gem inside of it. I think that would be pretty freaking cool. But yeah, he tried to do this in one piece, and the other side came out shitty. So he says, I did it in two pieces. That way he could lay them both down. He could have them both flat like that when the little machine did all the shit. And he says you can just take them and super glue them together. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna super glue them together. You know, smooth all that out real nice. I got lava rocks and stuff out front. In the garden piece. So I think we're gonna grab one of those and use that as a stone when I cast it in my sand. So we'll see what happens, man. Mandy's Candy. Hello, sweetheart. How you doing? We gotta smurf you up. You can't just be sitting there naked. We gotta make you blue. There you go, honey. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Now, we had a pretty good show last night. We were here for like 3 hours. Well, I like everybody to be blue. That way it's easier to connect with somebody's link and, go give them a sub. You know, like I was saying in my video, I jumped up, several subs last night, but I lost three overnight because a lot of people don't realize is when you just sub somebody, you need to go to their channel and at least watch one of their videos or at least part of it and like it, make a comment so your sub sticks. Because I lost three overnight because they probably didn't go watch a video or do anything like that. So you got to keep that in mind when you sub somebody up and you really want to help them out. You got to go check out at least one of their videos. Make a comment. Like it. See, Mandy knows. Oh, see, what's up? Is this the comment video? Yeah, y'all comment. Y'all comment and y'all like. I had a few new people in here last night, which was cool. It was awesome. But hell, I did 3 hours last night, which was cool. I had a good time. I think everybody else had a good time. We got some new people in here we got to meet. And I always love doing that. Because they always come in with the new questions. It's like, well, what exactly is it that you're doing? Why do you guys collect? Why do you do this? And then you get to explain it to them, and hopefully it at least plants a seed. So they'll think about it. Down the road. You know, maybe we'll get some new stackers or new collectors coming up. But I got another one, my other mail call besides the Excalibur sword. I picked up two slabs, which I hardly ever buy, but I did it. I have one slab coin, and I think it's another silver eagle like this. It might even be the same year, 2020. No, I think that one's older. But I mean, I don't buy slabs. I don't. I rather just have raw coins in my hand. But I picked this stuff up from Capital Currency, and I bought this off of him as well. Let me bring my left. Nice, beautiful little heart he poured. Little copper heart. I think it was 2.55 ounces. And that's not a stamp. That was just, something that popped in when it was poured. And he thought it was cool. He didn't want to mess with it. But I got the COA for it. And I got the 2020 MS69 Silver Eagle. Beautiful coin, beautiful coin. With any luck, she's going to stay in the slab. I don't like slabs. I usually break them out. But, I mean, first strike, I don't think first strike means absolutely nothing. That is a promotional gimmick to make you buy it. Buy me because it says first strike. And it means absolutely nothing. But this one I really wanted. This is another MS69. It's a 1991D. It was a mintage coin for a commemorative for the Korean War from 1955 to 1990. Well, 1991 was when it was minted. Korean War was 1955. Well, 53, sorry. But no, it didn't last that long. But as I was saying in my video, my dad served in Korea. I think I might be sending this out to my sister. I might be sending this to her. Because she and my dad were really, really close. She has his badge when he was a sergeant in the police and also correctional officer. But she's got his badge. She has his stripes from when he was in the military. He was a sergeant there as well. But I'm thinking about this to be a nice little. My sister's birthday is coming up in October. So I'm thinking this would be a nice little birthday gift for her. I think she would love it. It's a beautiful piece. MS69. But that's kind of my idea. Yeah, Mandy Candy says, I don't buy slabs either. I just don't like them. Now I have a few, but I don't prefer. Yeah, same thing with me, Mandy. I mean, I'll pick them up, here and there if I can get them at a decent price and they're cool. But I'm not crazy. I don't have to have every coin in a slab. I prefer my coins not to be in a slab. I want to touch them. I want to pick them up. Looking for the next snake. What do you mean? I have the 24. Oh, the dragon. Okay, I got you. I'm Year of the Cock. Well, the rooster. I got a nice one. I picked up. I think I got it from Jenny Sweetheart. But that's pretty much my show and tell, for now. I mean, you guys want to get into something else, we can get into that. But I figured we'd all just come up here, hang out, shoot the shit for a little bit. I got the next 2 days off. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm glad I got these two things in the mail. I'm expecting one more from Jenny Sweetheart, actually. It's a $5 bill, but it's a 4-ounce silver $5 bill. They said they were sending it out Friday, so it probably won't be till maybe Thursday, maybe Wednesday. That's all going to depend on the shipping, on how it was sent. But I usually get stuff from her pretty quick. Oh, thank you, Mindy. Yeah, I got. Let me swallow this before I. I can't really bring you out. I don't know if I can zoom in or out, but I can move you. So this is my desk. This is where I got you. I got you set up on another thing so I can actually look at you. Everybody who has sent me, or you're either on the back of my truck, and all your letters and everything are on my wall. I got my microscope. I got all my different kind of stuff going on here. But I appreciate you. And I tried to make it look nice. And I got all kinds of stuff up there. I got there. I got some nice red bills. I got a silver one, a silver note down there. That one's just like a gold inlay. And then up top, that dollar is a 1969 for my birthday. But I keep everybody's notes, everybody's letters. I keep everybody up there. So if you send me a chip, which I have here, I think I've got like four of my chips up there left. The rest of them are everybody else's chips. Yeah, you gotta have the periodic table up there. Come on. Over on my other wall, I've got the We the People. I want to get the Constitution, but I'm gonna I'm gonna be moving stuff around here. You know, next couple days. So I'm gonna try to break. I'm gonna try to bring in We the People, but it's big. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. Yeah, but I try to set up a nice desk and keep it pretty. You know, when I do something big, I've got all these little, I got all these little bites. I got a bunch of these that I'll break out and I'll put up my silver. Whether I'm talking about all my ships or something like that, or if I'm talking about Morgans, I'll bring them out. So I think it's working out pretty cool. That's one of the things I hear all the time whenever it's like, oh yeah, I know that desk, I know that series, I know what he's doing. As soon as I see that, because I got the Cartier Silver right there, my email. Everybody's like, that is so cool. Everybody should do that. They should have their email right there, so you don't have to download it, you don't have to look for it, you don't have to search nothing. I mean, it's right there on the wall. I was like, well, I just thought it was a great idea. I mean, it's easier. If you want to get a hold of me, I mean, you ain't got to look anywhere. You ain't got to search. Yeah, I sent you a few chips. We'll see. I think I sent T-Bird like 4 or 5 of them. Michael, I sent like 2 or 3. Yeah, well, I think I got like 4 left, but I'm gonna redo them. I talked about this last night. This was a coin that I struck, with my Cartier Silver emblem, with the CS, and it actually says Cartier Silver in it. and I don't even own this anymore. You know, I sold it to Spokane Silver. He wanted one of my pours. He's the first person I ever sold anything to was Spokane. So when I make my new set of chips, I got to come up with something different. I'll figure out what it's going to be. No, oh, see, that's fine. I mean, share the chips out. That doesn't bother me at all, my friend. Rasbobo, it's the same thing I always drink. Four Loco with Sprite, a bunch of ice. I'm a sipper. I'm not a gulper, so I like to keep nice and mild. Deneen, what's up, honey? How you doing? Welcome aboard the crazy train. I think I'm trying to take up some little bit of slack for T-Bird because he's gonna be gone. So this is a good time for me. You know, everybody else is done, and we always go to T-Bird for our late night show. You know, because we're all freaking silver vampires. So I thought it would be, good time for me to pick up some extra hours on my feed and fill in his little time slot for him while he's gone. You know, it helps us both out, gives everybody out there a place to come and hang out. Gatita, there you are. Where's my boy? Let him out. Come on. Let him out of the basement. I want to see my brother. Oh, Mark's here again. Hey, Mark. Yeah, 3 hour later kind of guy. Yeah, he sure is. And when you're not around, I have to do the countdown. So you need to show up more. Trap, he came back. All right. Um, what did I pay for the Goldbacks? Absolute nothing. I think I paid like $4 for the New Hampshire one, and the others, I got like I got several of the Florida Goldbacks. All the half Goldbacks, they had a promotion, so they were like giveaways. You know, you all you got to do is give them your email, your phone number, your address, blah blah blah, and they send you one. And I had two sent to the same house under different emails,